Hyman. I'm the CEO of Chainsafe Systems. We're a blockchain dev shop based in Toronto. We mostly work with blockchain projects that are looking to build up some kind of development surrounding a certain aspect of their projects. Currently, our focus has been mainly around bridges, and so that's kind of where we're at currently with most of our clients in implementing bespoke EVM implementations for them and then bridging those implementations to the mainnet.
It's really interesting. So do most of your clients kind of fall into a particular category, like financial or something like that, or is it you just see kind of interest across the board?
So right now, that seems to be a pretty standard approach to almost blockchain as a service, so to speak. Unfortunately, I have to use that as a term, but that's kind of been the easiest access for more enterprise clients as well as other blockchain startups to implement their own bespoke environments that then have access to the mainnet.
Okay, that's very cool. And have you seen, in terms of the kind of demand and non-blockchain companies getting in the blockchain, have you seen that kind of develop over the last 12 months?
Honestly, for us, most of our work does come from the blockchain industry. Okay. So we don't get to see that much external projects anymore. So as we've kind of grown more mature as a dev shop, we've definitely seen more and more blockchain-specific work, which is obviously more intellectually stimulating, but not necessarily the only type of work we do.
Yeah, very interesting. And then one question I always find really interesting is, how did you first kind of get into the blockchain and or Ethereum area?
Absolutely. So I mean, specifically, our original partners met each other at an Ethereum developers meetup that happened here in Toronto. And yeah, that was a place where 10, 20 people could get together, discuss where they're at with their projects they're working on. At the time, it was, there were a couple professionals in the room, but it was mostly kind of a hobbyist focus. At the time, there was really not very many people that could have envisioned what has happened today. And so from that meetup, we came together and decided, well, my partners and I, that we need to do something with this passion that we have for this incredible technology.
Very interesting. So one of the kind of big drivers of growth over the last 1 to 2 years has been this explosion in utility tokens and obviously companies doing ICOs and issuing tokens. Have you had any exposure to kind of some of the different types of tokens, so utility tokens versus security tokens, which is where Polymath is focused?
Absolutely. So I mean, we really see platforms like Polymath as being a bridge, so to speak, for a more traditional approach to crowdfunding or even generating capital in general. And we do see these different type of tokens as really becoming the focus of 2018 and 2019, because right now we definitely see a big focus on ERC20s when there's even been a newer standard for ERC20s that the community has agreed upon for quite some time now with the ERC223. And so even the fact that people are still really issuing ERC20s kind of shows you that there's a lot of hype over this, and that other real use case tokens will be the ones that flourish in years to come.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I think, as you say, some of the newer token standards, which are really undeniably better, like ERC223 or ERC777, are still not being adopted en masse in the same way that ERC20 has been. So are there any kind of technical changes coming down the line for Ethereum or other blockchains which you're particularly excited about?
Absolutely. I mean, Casper is really what everyone, I think, has been waiting for since the beginning. I mean, I personally was very interested in Ethereum from the beginning because of the simple fact that there was proof of stake that was in the pipeline. There was a way for us to avoid buying massive mining facilities to make this network powerful. I started out mining, but definitely since then, since it's become kind of more of a commercialized source of, liquidity for these businesses, I don't really know, but it's really that aspect that I think drew a lot of people to Ethereum in the first place, the fact that proof of work would be something of the past. So that for sure.
I think it's similar to yourself, like Casper and proof of stake is something I've always sort of seen as being a big positive. The fact that that's been on the roadmap for Ethereum from the start has been, and it's a kind of controversial area, but do you have a view on the ASIC miner kind of problem in Ethereum?
So, I mean, recently someone posted that on our Slack internally, and there wasn't a link, and I responded fake news until I see a source of it. And so, I mean, I really want to see these things. I want to see what they're capable of. I want to see how that kind of affects the regular mining hash rates, and I just want to see what that really means beyond just a press release at this point. So we'll see, because I really think that mining is a thing of the past, personally. I don't see that being a part of the future of blockchain in a traditional sense, because I think just things in general are going to be more and more scarce in our lives, and we just won't be able to afford to bring over these GPUs that are built in a factory to then go and power a decentralized network. That's kind of...
No, that's a very interesting view. And then lastly, how can kind of viewers find out more about your company?
Absolutely. So you can find us at chainsafe.io. We're not really active on social media, but my email is aidan@chainsafe.io, and you can reach me anytime.
Perfect. Thank you very much for your time. It's great to meet you. Thank you.
Cheers.